Hi guys, Rachel here. I thought this would be a good time to pop on and film my Thoth Collection video. Thoth, Toth, however you want to pronounce it. You will probably find me vacillating on the pronunciation. I used to say Thoth, and I think what it is hearing so many people pronounce it Thoth, I find myself doing the same. I don't think there's a wrong way to say it, but that's the explanation behind my weirdness. I sometimes pronounce things just in a really weird way. So I don't know if there's a rhyme or reason behind the ordering of the decks that I'm going to show you. I didn't put too much thought behind this, but I'm home alone, which is a rarity these days. So I thought that I would take advantage of my free time. Well, we'll start with the first deck that I owned. I crocheted this little bag for it some time ago. This is the current printing by US Games. It says, 1996 on it. And it comes in this box. Let's see. I hope that everything shows up okay. I wanted to film this during the day. I never get to film during the day because I need to be alone to record or in a room by myself, and it's just too noisy or I feel too self-conscious, people hearing me. But anyway, this is the standard size US Games Thoth. There's also a smaller size, like a pocket edition, which I don't have because I find this standard size of the Thoth smaller than your typical tarot deck to begin with. And if you were to cut the borders off, it's sort of pocket size to me anyway. I just can't imagine these paintings being smaller. But that's the US Games. For comparison, I would like to show you, let's see, this guy. This is published by AGM. I don't know when this particular edition came out, but these sell for a pretty penny. These Thoth and book sets that come in this like VHS style box. I got this for $10 and the deck was in shrink wrap. The seller sold it to me so cheaply because they considered it damaged. Apparently this, I don't know if you can even see that, a slight dent is considered damaged. So this is accompanied by Tarot Mirror of the Soul by Gerd Ziegler, a much loved book by many. So this is the AGM, and this is I think it's the same exact size as the US Games. Yes. So this is warped. So be careful, guys. If you store your decks in bags like mine, I don't know if you can see that bowing. That's just from it being stored in a bag too long on a shelf like this. Or if you put things on top of the bag. I've learned not to store my decks in bags. If I'm not going to use them for a time, I've learned not to do that. So I would like to compare these, but they're not, they're not in order. So this is the US Games, this is AGM. I would say I do notice some differences in the color. The cardstock feels pretty much the same to me. I noticed the differences. Maybe like, okay, this card maybe is lighter I also noticed differences in the reds, the saturations of the reds. I don't know if I can quickly show you a comparison or not, because I don't want this video to be too long. I don't know if this is a good card for comparison. I don't know if you can see that. I don't think it's a very good comparison. Maybe we'll come back to that. All right. Next is the current printing of the US Games Deluxe size. But where is the deck? I don't have it in this box. Hang on, bear with me. Where did I put it? Okay, here it is. Sorry. All right. So again, this comes in this green box. This is the US Games Deluxe size, and for comparison of size, you can see it's quite a bit larger. It's quite lovely. I actually haven't used this edition for some time. I have 2 copies. The other copy I had intentions of trimming because I haven't actually sat down and trimmed a Thoth deck. But I got busy and I didn't get very far, and I realized that my scissors were a little dull, and that wasn't so great. I haven't trimmed a deck in years. I think I've only trimmed a couple, and what's weird about the decks that I trimmed is that I don't tend to use those decks. I will say I did a very good job, but I don't really use them. Now, the other thing I want to mention about Thoth decks is that the little white books are excellent. So here you see instructions for Aleister Crowley's Thoth Tarot deck by James Wasserman, plus 2 essays written by Lady Frida Harris, with commentary and footnotes by Stuart R. Kaplan. Yeah, you get excerpts from the Book of Thoth, some spreads, breakdown of the cards, which is quite thorough for a little white book. And I like this suggested reading list. The Kabbalah, the Tarot, Magic, the Law of Thelema, sorry. You have the Tree of Life, which is really nice. And yeah, exhibition of playing cards, 78 paintings according to the initiated tradition and modern scientific thought, with other occult and alchemical designs. And again, you have another breakdown of all the cards. I believe this is Lady Frida Harris's write-up on the cards. But like, look at all this, for example, look at all this information you get on lust in this little white book. And then it goes through all of the cards, and then you get some essays written by Frida Harris, and another breakdown of the cards from the Book of Thoth written by Crowley. So again, really nice little white book. I think I've read through that in its entirety a couple of times. Let's see. Oh, and like the little deck has the same book. I'm pretty sure it's identical. All right, what is next? Next, I want to show you this limited gold edition by US Games that came out, I don't know, like a few years ago maybe. So this is out of print, and it sells for a ridiculous price nowadays. I was able to find this in a shop in Salem last summer when we were celebrating my birthday, and we were staying in the, why did I want to say Alfred Hitchcock Hotel? What the heck? The Hawthorne Hotel. Oh, I think I'm fried. But anyway, I found this in a shop new, and it was like $100, which is actually really cheap. I think it was close to the what do you call it? The list price. This is the Gilded edition. And I like gilding. I know not everybody does. And it comes with this book that I haven't really looked too much at, but I think it's pretty neat. Pretty good, pretty neat. So there are differences here. I had meant to do a side-by-side, and I never got around to that. But here's the, you know, the non-gilded US games that you can get for around 30 bucks. And this is the Gilded edition. And it's the same size, and the cardstock, I think it feels a little different, but I think it's about the same thickness. I think that this is beautiful. That's my opinion. Maybe I should do a side-by-side just for fun. I don't know how easy it is to find this deck, but one of the differences I noticed is, I don't know if you can see it in these cards here, but this image here, like the painting itself, is slightly larger, and the borders are very even in this deck. The colors are more or less the same. I really don't know if this lighting is doing this any justice at all. But like I said, I didn't really put too much thought into this. I should probably just do a side-by-side. But I swear I remember the paintings themselves being slightly larger. Okay. Now, what do we have next? Let's see, what's this one? I forget. Maybe that's not the one I wanted to show. Oh yeah, sorry, I'm so disorganized. Okay, so this is my, I don't remember what they call this, box C. It might have been in this box here. I don't keep it in the original box because I didn't want to beat it up. So I keep this deck in this box because I want to keep these nice. But I believe this was the box for this. However, I think some boxes got switched around at some point. I think they call this box C. I'm not sure. Some of them say that they were published by US Games in New York, New York. And then I have another one that is Stamford, Connecticut. And there are other editions as well that I don't have. But yeah, this is in 1983. And this is the current. So I have 2 copies of this. One I bought, and there are some cards that are quite damaged. But I'm all right with that because now I have a greenie that I'm not too timid in using. I could bring that with me anywhere, I guess. I think I'd still be a little precious about it because I tend to be precious about most of my decks, but some of the cards are damaged, and if I ever wanted to go to the beach with a greenie, that would be the deck, the damaged one. But yeah, you guys have all seen greenies, and the 1983 printings are some of the darker greens, as you can tell. Lovely. Okay, I might come back to that. Let's see, what is next? This, again, I don't know if this is the box it belongs in or not. This one says it was published in New York. The boxes might have gotten swapped around. These also come with, these vintage editions come with these nice guidebooks, which I think is identical to what you get now. These title cards. Okay. So this edition, now, I think I showed this in a video some time ago, and I think I mentioned that it was printed in 1978. I'm quite sure I'm wrong about that. The seller that I had bought this from had listed it as 1978, but I think that they were just looking at the date in the little white book. I don't think that this is 1978. There is some confusion about when things were actually published, and ISBNs on boxes being the same, but they're different, obviously different printings. So there's that. But this, I don't know, this is from the 80s. This is probably 1983. I don't know. But this has 4 different languages on it. And I quite like it. And for comparison in the greens, well, that's not a very good comparison because the cups in this deck are even darker. But they're about the same. This is one of my favorites. I'm not sure if I have a favorite Thoth deck. This one is up there though. The coloring, the cardstock feels very much the same. This might feel, actually, this feels maybe a little glossier than this matte here. This is definitely matte, and this feels like, I never noticed that before, but this has a slight gloss to it. Gorgeous. Yeah, this is one of the cards that I like to lay side by side. That's what I should have done. I should have like put them all in order. But this was kind of a last minute idea, and I was so busy earlier with work, and I just thought if I don't do it now, I'm not going to do it. I think I say that a lot in these videos that I've been meaning to do for a while, that I put it together last minute. You know, thanks, Rachel. Okay, what do we have next? This is the 1986 AGM Deluxe Edition. This was the first vintage Thoth that I salivated over. This was the one that I wanted. I wanted this before I wanted a greenie. I don't know, I had just seen it around and I loved it. And I like that this comes with the extra Magus cards. So these backs, they also have like the little borders on them. decks from 1986, whether they're US Games or AGM, have the borders. But this has like this is more of a gray than a white. There's a lot of things to love about this deck, about this printing. Mine is in Italian, which I think is extra cool. I just think that it's fun. It's just funky. I see a lot of these in German, which there's nothing wrong with that, but I just think the Italian is fun. I just really love this printing, the boldness of the lines. See if I can get any comparison. Oh, perfect. Okay. So, for example, this is the current US Games, and this is the 1986 AGM. Actually, this lighting isn't really showing you much, is it? But maybe a better example will come up. This has like more of like a green tint to it than the US Games. I notice the difference in the a lot of the cup cards too. Oh yeah, here's the extra magician cards. I believe that these can only be found in these AGM decks from certain years, or maybe, no, my little guide that I showed you earlier, I don't know when that was printed, but it lacks an accurate printing date, but that does not have the extra Magus cards. Let's see. So this was a very lucky find for me. I found this late one night when I couldn't sleep, and I was on eBay. It's just something I do sometimes, which I probably shouldn't. And someone was selling this for $40. Buy it now, free shipping. And I didn't buy it. I was trying not to spend money that day. This was some time ago, quite a while ago. And I woke up the next morning and I was like, oh my God, what was I thinking? This was the deck. This was the Thoth deck that I wanted. And as I see these decks from this vintage selling for a lot more than $40. So, you know, I got out of bed and it was still there and I bought it, and I'm really happy that I did. Let's see, can I find the cup card to compare? Unless I already passed it. I must have already passed by it. Oh, bear with me. I'm home alone and it's so weird. Like, my boyfriend is out of state on business and my daughter's at a sleepover, and I thought I was going to be just fine. I was actually, I hate to say it, but I was sort of looking forward to extra alone time without worrying that I wasn't like taking care of other people, you know? And instead, every little noise is like bugging me out. I thought I saw someone walk through the living room last night and nobody's here. Okay. I'm fine, I promise. I don't know, like, does it show up in this lighting? But see, I can see a big difference in the coloring of the cups here. They're darker. I really dig it. I don't know. Anyway, I think it's a beautiful, beautiful deck. And maybe at some point, I'll try to lay it out more. Like, I should put the decks in order. That's what I should do. That's what I should do. Okay, also by AGM, I just got this. This is current printing. This is a reissue of what's known as the gold box, I believe. And I was lucky enough to find the Deluxe edition, which I thought had sold out. I ordered this from a seller in Germany, brand new. These have the gold bordered backs, which I adore. And I'm excited to check out this little book here because, again, I think it's quite good, but it's a bit different. It's a different foreword written by someone else, and yeah, yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know what I was going to say. I haven't investigated this much. It arrived like last week, and I believe I shuffled the deck up and did a reading with it, but I haven't looked at this much, but I'm really excited about it. And this little title card is quite funky. Cardstock is nice. It feels really great, like about the same thickness, maybe a little more flexible than the US Games, same size. You get this little portrait here of Crowley. But yeah, you guys, if you're a Thoth fangirl or fanboy or whatever, sorry, I'm so awkward. I'm sure that you're familiar with this printing, these new scans that they did of the paintings to provide us with the most accurate representation of what the paintings look like in person, I believe, and that they are quite different. And again, this deserves more of a side-by-side. Now, let's see. The borders are lighter, like you don't see a lot of this gray. They're there, but they're more subtle. And the text is different. I don't know if you can see that. It's beautiful. I'm glad I got it. I really like the backs. I don't have the gold box. Oh, you can really see the difference here. Let's see if I can find the death card. Oh, perfect. Thank you. All right, so yeah, you can really see it here. I love them both. I love them all. The death card is, you know, one of my favorites, like a lot of people. It's much darker here, and I really dig the boldness of the lines. But you can see a lot of detail and brushwork here that I don't think I see with any of the other printings. See? You can see like features of the skull that you don't see. In the other printings. All right. Show you a few more cards and then move on. Yeah, I really dig this deck. Like this purple here is much lighter than the other editions that I have, the other printings. And this Ace of Wands here, I noticed when I pulled this out of the box, it seems to really glow. I don't know, it's brighter. Fantastic. What is next? I think we're almost done. Is there just one more deck maybe? Really? Oh yeah, here's the, wanted to show you the Book of Thoth. I keep mine in this little plastic book cover. I have two editions of this, two copies of this edition, which this is a beautiful edition. That you can sometimes find for a nice price. They can sell for quite a bit, but you get these beautiful plates here. Just a few, you know. I also have like a really badly bootlegged edition, which is just funny. Yeah. Okay, just wanted to show that really quick. Oh, right. Yeah, I almost forgot about this. So this is the, I don't know if this is box A, box B, published in 1969 or 1970. This is the slidey box. I wanted this for years. I don't remember what I paid for it. Mine is in excellent condition. Yeah. There's the side there. So, you know, this edition isn't for everybody because it's quite muddy and coloring. I love it. I love how this smells. This smells exactly like some of the books that I own from this vintage. Just love it. Not a smell for everybody. Again, we have these backs. They're a little different. Anyway, so my edition is not the one with the misprinted Eight of Cups. But yeah, see how dark this star card is here, right? I mean, it really, to be honest, it does not do the beauty of the paintings justice, but I just love it. You got this like funky blue line here. I just love it. And I was happy to find this deck in mint condition. And the borders are like this weird pale baby blue. I just love the way that they feel. It's funny, are they exactly the same size as the current printing? I think they are. That's always remained the same. If you get the deluxe edition. So much darker here than in the other printings. It's just gorgeous. Yeah, I should have put these in order so I could have showed you guys. I mean, I know that there are better Thoth Collection videos out there and comparisons, but let me know if anybody wants to see a comparison of a couple of decks or a few decks. I'm happy to do it. Maybe I should try to do it during the day so you can see better. But I just never get any free time during the day. Let me see if you can see really quick the differences of the decks. I don't know if this is the best way to do it. Struggle. I can't even talk right. Well, I fit 6 in there. I don't know, kind of. That's just not good. That's not good. But yeah, this is the current US games, or sorry, current AGM. And this is the current, no, this is the 1986 AGM. And I can see, and where I'm sitting, I can see a difference in the coloring of the borders. And this is the US Games. And, you know, here's a greenie. See, yeah, that's green. And this is the bordered greenie. And here's your 1969. I don't know if you can see it, but it's like this blue. Not that the borders are that important, but, you know, just for a comparison in coloring. I'm sure most of you who are here probably kind of have an idea already of what to expect or what you're looking for in these printings. But anyway, I think that will do it for now. Or actually, wait, I did forget one. I knew I was forgetting one. I hope it was just the one that I was forgetting. Hang on, bear with me a second. So this little guy, this is from Make Playing Cards, and I've showed this on my channel. That's probably why I almost forgot to show it. And I forget the creator's name, Anna something, I believe. She did a really great job. This has like this really nice, durable, plasticky feel to it, which it's the only Thoth deck I have that I actually shuffle, because I'm so precious about my decks that I don't really shuffle them. But this is just so durable. And if you want like a really bold, vibrantly saturated Thoth deck, this is the one to get. And she did some really fun things with the borders here. You have different colors just at the bottom. See? And you get an extra magician card. See, look at this. 7 of discs here. Now, you know, in some of them, the image is slightly cut off because I think that they're zoomed in or something, but I don't mind it too much. I don't mind it too much. And I think there's a larger edition of this. This is a pocket. So to compare, this is the standard US Games. So it's nice because actually the image here is slightly larger than this image. See how vibrant it is? It's a lot of fun. I don't know. I love the, here's another significator card. Cool. It says significator. I think it's another magician. I just love all the different printings of the Thoth deck. That's why I have the collection that I have. So I'm quite happy with it. I don't know if down the road I'll get any more. Oh yeah, here's another comparison. So much fun. I take this little thing with me everywhere lately. Anyway, all right. So I think I showed you everything. And that'll about do it. But if anyone is curious to see any side-by-sides, I will try to do that in better light. And I promise I will put the cards in order so you can see a better comparison. That's really the best way to do it. All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I actually had fun despite how disorganized I was. All right, guys, that'll do it. Thanks for watching. Bye.